Deep within the folds of a magnificent mountain range, nestled in a valley painted with every shade of green, lay a most unusual village. This wasn't a village you could find on any map. Its residents had come from all corners of the world, drawn by the valley's serene beauty. They brought with them their unique customs, their vibrant clothing, and their distinct languages, a beautiful tapestry of humanity. Yet, there was a quiet sadness. Because they could not speak to one another, a wall of silence stood between them. They smiled and nodded, but the deep, meaningful connections that build a true community were missing. They lived side by side but felt worlds apart. One crisp morning, as the sun climbed over the jagged peaks, the children of the village awoke to an astonishing sight. In the very center of the village square, where nothing had been the night before, stood a large bronze bell. It was old and weathered, covered in intricate carvings that seemed to depict every culture on Earth. No one knew where it came from. It was as if the mountain itself had gifted it to them. The adults were wary, whispering amongst themselves in their own tongues, unsure of what it meant. But the children, with their boundless curiosity, were captivated. A brave little girl named Alara, whose family came from a land of sun-drenched coasts, was the first to approach. She tentatively reached out and pushed the heavy clapper. A single, clear note rang out, echoing through the valley. It was a beautiful sound, pure and bright. Then, a boy named Kenji, from a land of cherry blossoms, ran forward and gave the bell another push. This time, the note was different, deeper, more resonant. Soon, a girl named Aisha, from a desert oasis, and a boy named Mateo from a bustling city, joined in here. Each time a child from a different background rang the bell, a new and unique tone was added to the air. At first, the sounds were just a collection of separate notes, but as more and more children gathered, laughing and taking turns, something magical began to happen. The individual tones started to blend and weave together. Their bright note mingled with the deep one. The sharp chime harmonized with the soft hum. It was no longer just a series of sounds. It was a melody. A complex, beautiful song began to fill the valley, a song that every single person, no matter what language they spoke, could understand in their heart. The music spoke of joy, of hope, and of a shared home. It told stories of distant lands and common dreams. The adults, hearing the impossible symphony, emerged from their homes, their faces filled with wonder. For the first time, they weren't just neighbors, they were a chorus. They looked at each other, and in their eyes, they saw not strangers, but friends. The awe of silence had been shattered by the sound of cooperation. The children, seeing the smiles on their parents' faces, understood. They had discovered a secret language, the language of unity. From that day forward, the village was transformed. The children made a solemn promise. Every year, on the anniversary of the bell's appearance, they would all gather to ring it together. The bell of many voices, as they called it, became a symbol of their strength. Its song was a powerful reminder that while their voices were different, they were most beautiful when they joined together. The courage to listen, to share, and to cooperate had built a true and lasting peace. A harmony that echoed far beyond their hidden valley, carrying a message of unity for the entire world to hear. Thank you so much for joining us for this story. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more tales that bring us all a little closer. We'll see you next time.